Hey, what's up, you guys? So I do apologize, but this is going to have to be a completely kind of picture top 10 with no video. My audio was messed up. It didn't sync with my lips. So, yeah, I guess it's one of the perks of being a YouTuber. But we're just going to keep moving forward, you guys. So this is going to be my top 10 arrowverse characters. Though you will not see my face in this video, I do hope you guys enjoy it. Coming in at number 10 is going to be Laura Lance. Now, I know a lot of arrowverse fans are going like, what? What, are you crazy? This character should be higher up on this list. And I do know that a lot of people like the Black Canary, a lot of people like Laura Lance, but I really do not care for this character, and that is because I did not find a point for her in the story. Yes, she did have a little bit, yes, she did become the Black Canary, and really, in my opinion, she was just kind of a second-rate Sarah Lance whenever she became the Black Canary and found out Oliver's secret. But by the end, she was, I will admit, found her place as an emotional support, but it doesn't matter anymore because they retconned it when they killed her with Damien Dark. So yeah, I really thought this character did not get the justice that she deserved in the story. Hopefully she does come back. They have done resurrections before in the show with Sarah multiple times, so hopefully she does come back. Alright, coming in at number 9 is going to be Tommy Merlin. Now, this was Oliver Queen's best friend in season 1 until the ending battle with Malcolm Merlin at the end of season 1, and he died. I just feel that this character could have been more, even though he wasn't in the comics. I do enjoy these original characters that they're bringing in, such as John Diggle, Felicity, Thea. You're gonna see all of them later on in this list, which, spoilers, yeah, I know, I spoiled the rest of the list for you guys, sorry. Yeah, I enjoyed this character. I was just sad that he got axed off and we didn't get to know much about him, so just like Laurel, I hope he does come back, which I saw a couple news stories. Maybe he will come back as the Green Arrow, maybe he won't. So yeah, hopefully those news stories are true and Tommy does come back and we get to learn more about him. Just from what I've seen of this character, we don't know much about him, so he's kind of just a bland character at this point in Arrow Season 5. Alright guys, coming in at number 7 is going to be Vandal Savage. Now, Vandal, I feel like this guy is and could be a very good character just like in the comics, but I do feel that he's in the Arrowverse at this time very one note and very boring. I mean, all he wants to do is just kill Hawkman and Hawkgirl, and I understand that that was his motivation from the very beginning of his life, and I do understand that he did have motivations behind what he was doing. He wanted to marry Shiara, and Carter would not let him do that, so he wanted to kill them, but with those motivations, kind of just makes him look like a whiny baby at this point. Like, wah, I can't marry Shiara, so I'm just gonna kill Shiara and Kovu. See what I mean? It's kind of, it's kind of not very good motivations behind what he's doing, so hopefully he does come back, because he is immortal, so he could come back. He always could. So hopefully he does come back and get some more motivation behind him. Alright, coming in at number 7 is going to be Carter, Hawkman. So, the reason why this guy is above Vandal Savage is because I understand his motivations more than I do Vandal Savage's. You can see the meaning behind his motivations more than Vandal Savage, because you do see how much he cares for Shiara and how much he looks for her, and how they always run into each other. They're always destined to meet. They're always destined to fall in love with one another, which is a key point in Legends of Tomorrow when Shiara and Ray Palmer get together. That's the reason why they break up, because they know that Carter's just gonna find her again and fall in love, and she's gonna fall in love with him again. So, kind of a curse, but you do see that it's not the worst situation for these two, because they do love each other. I just find him to be more bland than Hawk Girl herself. So yeah, not as bland as Vandal Savage, but kind of a mediocre character. Now, John Diggle is one of the choices that I can't really explain. John Diggle, I just find very boring. I find him the most boring character in Team Arrow, the original Team Arrow. Yeah, I don't know why. I can't explain why I don't like this character. He's just very bland and very boring to me. Yes, he does have a lot of plot points. He got married, he has a son, and, well, kind of a daughter and a son. When Flashpoint came around, his daughter turned into a son because of the time manipulation that Barry did. So yeah. And he also has a brother. I don't know what other kind of manipulations could have happened. Maybe something could have happened to his brother. I don't know. He still killed him. I know he did. Because he stated that in one of the episodes of Arrow. So yeah, just not a very interesting character to me. Don't know why. So yeah. Alright, my dudes, here we go into the juicy stuff. The reason why I started watching the Arrowverse is because of these characters. Well, not really. I didn't know that these characters existed, but these kind of characters I saw were in Arrow, which kept me invested. I feel that these kinds of characters are the best, and starting off these characters is going to be Rip Hunter from Legends of Tomorrow seasons 1 and 2. Now, I enjoy Rip Hunter because of his kind of mysterious past. It's kind of kept mostly under wraps for the most part of season 1, but at the very end of season 1, it kind of unveils itself. What you know about him from the beginning is that he's a time traveler. He has a time ship called the Wave Rider. He has a assistant computer named Gideon, and he's trying to get this team together so that he can stop his family from being killed by Vandal Savage. So yeah, and as you move through his past, as you move through the season, you see that he was raised in a foster home. You see that he's not really a time master, but he was a time master, but he fell in love, which was forbidden by the time masters, so he was banished from so his wife was banished from the time masters, but he was able to stay a time master, so yeah, until his wife died, and then he started breaking the rules by going back and trying to manipulate time into not having his wife and son die at the hands of Vandal Savage. But in the end, it's a very good lesson, because you do learn that time always comes back around, and time always the audience and him learns, and Rip learn together, that the time always comes back around, and that time will always have the same effect. And no matter what, his wife and his son were going to die, if not at the hands of Vandal Savage, at some other hands. So yeah, I really enjoy this character, and I hope I get to see more of him in Season 2, but I did hear at the end of Season 2 that Rip Hunter leaves the Legends, unfortunately, so I hope I do get to see more of this character in Season 2, because I do enjoy him a lot. Alright guys, time for the big ones. This is the top 4 Arrowverse characters, starting with, well, the title of this universe itself, the Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. Now, I really enjoy this character and his arc throughout the Arrow show and throughout the Arrowverse itself, because really he's had an arc in his arc has been built up through Arrow, The Flash, and so far those are the only 2, but really I hope that he shows up into Supergirl, or I know that he'll show up with, and hopefully into Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow. We've seen him in a couple episodes of Legends of Tomorrow, but he hasn't really done much. Anyway, I really enjoy this character. I just feel that he is the most boring out of the 3. You know, he's kind of like the black sheep, while the rest of the heroes are off doing their jokes and their funny stuff. I feel like this hero is kind of like Batman. He kind of stays in the shadows. He doesn't really do that many jokes. I mean, he's attempted at a few, but they've attempted at a few comedic episodes, but really the only one that succeeded in comedy is Felicity. So this is more of the show itself than the character, why he's lower than the other 2. But I really do enjoy this character. He's kind of like a little tormented. He's a tormented man because he had to spend, it was either 7 years? I think it was 7 years on Lian Yu, the island, learning how to be the Arrow. And you really think he was alone on that island until you learn that he was with Slade and with the Colonel and with all those other characters on that island. So, yeah. I really do enjoy this character. I really do enjoy his show. Only reason why he's down here is because his show is kind of the black sheep of the Arrowverse. So, yeah. Let's move on. Alright, my dudes, this is where it gets exciting. The top 3. And our runner-up at the number 3 spot is going to be The Flash. Now, I really enjoy The Flash and his show. This is one of the most the most popular, I think. Yeah, the most popular DC TV show, the Arrowverse. This is the most popular Arrowverse show at this time. So, yeah, you can really see why this guy is... Barry Allen is a very awesome character, and he just kind of works off of all the other characters, and all the other characters work off of him just so well. I know I've had a lot of Arrow characters on here, but yeah, this show has some of my favorite moments in the Arrowverse, and that is all because of this man right here, Barry Allen. And just, this show would not work without a good Barry Allen, and I feel that this actor does the character justice, and I do enjoy this show. I enjoy Caitlin, I enjoy Cisco, I even enjoy Harrison Wells, that how he shows up every season and then goes away at the end, either goes away or dies at the end of each season. So yeah, I really enjoy this show, really enjoy the characters in this show. Barry is obviously my favorite. He's all the way up here. So yeah, just really liking this show and hope it goes on for a lot longer. What? Your first Supergirl character on your top 10 Arrowverse characters list, and you don't have Supergirl? This is impossible. This is just ludicrous. This is madness. I know, everyone's gonna be mad at me. I didn't choose Supergirl on this list, but spoilers, she is going to be an honorable mention, but I just felt that Cat Grant is a better fit for this list than Supergirl, and I will have my reasons why. I just feel that Miss Grant is much more impactful and an interesting character to me. Her arc is not really her arc, just her true colors being shown are amazing, because she doesn't really learn anything as the show progresses, but you see her knowledge and her kindness show throughout when Kara brings her her son, or when she meets with Supergirl. I was wrong when she said she didn't learn anything. She learned things from Supergirl. She learned how to be kind and giving to others by seeing Supergirl saving lives and just being so selfless in going out there and doing things herself, that she felt that she wanted to go out there and help, and she didn't feel like Catco was the best place to do that, so she went out and dove into new waters, as she said in the show. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now in the show. I'm really excited to see where they bring this character next, and hopefully they continue this arc. But yes, great arc going so far in Supergirl. What the heck? Why in the heck is Sarah Lance at number 1 on your list, Awesome Dude 900? Well, let me explain. Sarah Lance, to me, is like the Black Widow of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yes, we have Supergirl, who's badass. Yes, we have Hawk Girl, Hawk Girl, who's badass. Yes, we had Sarah Lance, who was arguably badass. But then we have Laurel's sister, Sarah. This girl is just complete badass to the bone, and I love it. This girl is amazing. She is like the Green Arrow, but in girl form. I love her. I am so glad that she was able to be in Legends of Tomorrow. She is such an awesome character, such an awesome arc with the League of Assassins and her girlfriend, who I didn't even bother to put on this list. She is so forgettable. Some of the villains in there too, like Ra's al Ghul or some of those people. Anyway, that's not the point here. We're talking about Sarah Lance. She is the best character, in my opinion, of the Arrowverse because of how badass and cool she is at the same time. There you have it, my dudes. My top 10 characters of the Arrowverse. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Every bit of credit does go out to CW for making these shows. If you guys have a top 10 favorite characters, Arrowverse characters, please be sure to leave it in the comments below. And if you haven't watched the Arrowverse yet, I highly suggest you do. The CW has put a lot of effort behind this, and every bit of credit for this video goes to them. If you guys keep making these awesome seasons and awesome shows, I'll keep watching them. I still haven't gotten the Black Lightning yet. I know I said I watched all the shows at the beginning, but then I completely forgot about that one. Or that one's kind of a black sheep right now too, because it's kind of like in the middle. No one really knows if it's in the Arrowverse or if it's not. But if it does get into the Arrowverse, this ever-expanding Arrowverse, I truly hope it does. And be sure to come back next week, my dudes, for the big one, my review of Invasion. So, yeah. See you guys then. Peace out, my awesome mates.